Hi everybody, Heidi-The, your Yorkshire crafter. How are you doing? I hope you're well. I've zoomed in a little bit, so should be okay. I've no idea. I mean, I've been playing, but I've no idea where these colours have come from. Right, just a quick drink of pop and we'll crack straight on. Okay. Right, I'm using Inkylicious stamp card. It's 350 GSM. It's absolutely fantastic. And we are using Tracy stamps and stencils. We are using Grunge stencil, obviously, because it's my favourite. We are using 001, which is Wildflower, using this one. And we're using TE26, so we're using these two and the birthday wishes because I need some birthday cards. We are using the little birdie here from TE30, which is Garden Elements. And I mean, it's a very plain card as well, but it's just little bits of it we're using. And we're using Make a Wish from TE8, Malva. So I just wanted some little words. So perfect. So what I'm going to do is get some. Now then, masking tape, I've no idea. I'm still looking for a good one. This is brilliant. No idea where I got it from. So I am still looking for another. I've got masking sheets that are amazing, but I don't want masking sheets. I want some of these. Now, I have done a dummy run of this, and what I've done, I've just put tape on this side because I just fancied a block. But now I've done it, I don't know what to make of it. So I'm going to put, I'll show it you in the end because I want to see the difference anyway, because I'm going to put one across this side this time. But then I don't know if that might just take away too much. But then I can put some squiggly lines down. Let's do it. Let's see how it goes. Squiggly lines are acceptable when you're using Tracy's stamps. Perfect. And we're going to do a 3" as well. And I don't think we're masking that off. Shall we mask it off? Let's mask it off just the same. Why not? We're doing the same thing, aren't we? But we'll just mask it off a little bit. I'll just guess it. So I'm just showing you what you can do on a big 5.5 by 5.5. You can also do on a 3x3. She says, hoping it's going to work. Ideally, I'd like the same. I mean, measure it if you're bothered. I'm not overly bothered, but it would be nice. I must be overly bothered. Look at me. Right, that'll do. We're not going to alter it again. Let's move that up. We can all see what we're doing. Right, so I'm going to use these two on the stencil, on Wildflower stencil. And I'm going to put them now, not forgetting I've masked the bottom off this time. So possibly, because I want a bit of space there. So I'm still going to go here. And I am going to tape it down because I don't want any ink across here at the top. Always seems a waste, doesn't it? Because all you do after is throw it in the bin. Well, I do with this one because it's brilliant for holding down, but it's not brilliant for reusing, if that makes sense. Right, so colour wise, we're just using 3 colours, crushed olive, mustard seed and carved pumpkin. Now the crushed olive, I was just putting down the bottom with the grunge stencil, but I ended up mixing it with some paste, so we'll look at that. It's dead easy. So let's just take some, I'm using my Tracy Evans brushes. So I want it quite bright. So I'm going in all yellow. Now I can see where I'm stopping. I'm not putting this one on, so I'm hoping I won't touch it either. You could mask it off if you don't trust yourself. It's a very simple, basic card, to be fair. That's the yellow done. That's it. But we're going to come in with a little bit of orange. Oops, sorry, making you dizzy. And just going to, what I should have done really, let me get a cloth. Hey gosh, that's got no ink on it. What's going on? It's got a little, let's see what's going on. I'm just going to push that yellow in a little bit, because I want the orange to be seen. That's a lot of ink there, isn't it? Could have just sprayed that after and put it onto a blank piece of card. So I'm just catching the top edge really. Now I was going to go blues and purples again. I thought, no, you need to find another colour, Heidi. So I picked these and I was really happy with it, how bright it is. And they're going to be birthday cards, like I say. I've got my September birthdays coming up, haven't I? So, oh yeah, today's date. Excuse me. Now, we was live yesterday. I'm supposed to be working on Sunday's live, next Sunday's live for Tracy. It's 12:27 on Monday the 25th of August. Not sure when this is going out, possibly Wednesday actually. Seeing as though we're having a Tracy week, I think I'll pop this one out. And it's different from anything else that you've got coming at weekend. In fact, I will put it out. So, this will be out Wednesday. So, I'm going to tell you now to watch out for Tracy's video. I mentioned it on the live. Watch out for Tracy's video on Friday morning. You need to watch and see. Never know. Might be some winnings up for grabs. You never know. I don't know. Right, so I've just taken that. Again, I could have used that, couldn't I? That's all we're doing with it. So I'm going to lift it off there. But then I'm going to put it onto here. So we've got that tape there. I'd like it to be... I'm going to put a bit of each. How far up are we? I'm going to go there. Yeah, a bit of each there. So a bit of mustard seed. Did I come? Oh, I didn't touch it. When I did the dummy run, I actually touched this. Can't help myself, mate. Just been pricing up holidays for next year. Just to Cornwall, just a caravan. Basic caravan, by the way. My goodness me. It's just short of £4,000. Says to Andy, are you kidding? I mean, we don't want to go abroad. But you could go abroad and have a belting holiday for that. But, I mean, it's not what we want. But how ridiculous. That's at Avon, by the way. I mean, we don't have to go Avon, but I know my doggies are okay there. And I can live in a caravan for 2 weeks and not have to go out, huh? What do you like? That's it. Quickly done. I will clean that on my way downstairs because Andy hasn't bought me the kitchen sink for my bedroom yet, for my craft room, should I say. Right. Now we're going to take the stamps. Now then, if I put them in my stamping platform, I'm going to get a perfect stamp straight away. I am not going to get a perfect stamp straight away now because, one, I'm going straight on oxide, and one, the oxide's wet. But I'm not bothered. I can just fill it in. In fact, let me just quickly look behind me. Not turning it. Oh gosh, there might be some in it. So we'll just use that to paint it on. And then they're not long since re-inked, to be fair. But I know 100% it's not going to take it straight away. Take them bits off. This is not a stamp set I use often. Oh gosh, that's on me. It's on weird. So I'm just going to stamp that between them both. Somewhere there. But like I say, I could put it in my platform, stamp it a few times, and it would be perfect. But I didn't want to get my platform out. Although, I mean, it's straight behind me, but I don't know why, but I don't with Tracy stamps. I think because sometimes I think you can get away with them not being fully stamped. So, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I can touch that up in a minute. That's not a problem. In fact, it's pretty good. Apart from I must have an air on me. I can see it. There it is. I don't know if you can see it's left that faint line through the middle. I can see it there. Not a problem. Yeah, you got some right treats this week using Tracy stamps. I'm all giddy for you all. I'm just going to put that one there. So this is a replica of that, and the little one's a replica of that. And if you look, can you see straight through? Oh, I can't see where you're looking. You can already see the oxide coming through it. Like I say, I know it wasn't going to stamp straight away, so it's not an issue. And that's it, there you go. And we've stamped straight onto card base, so we've got no messing after trying to put it on while things are wet and what have you. So that's a good what? A good what, Heidi? A good plan, we'll go with that. Good idea. I should have used the, what is this? What did I call it? It's turns into a butterfly. Caterpillar. Should have used a caterpillar. Instead I ended up using a bird. We know Tracy likes the birds, so I don't like birds. It's not that I don't like birds, I don't like things that fly. They freak me out. So let's go somewhere there. Now then, I did put a sentiment on here, which I'm still going to do, but I wanted to use a different bird, and I ended up going with a small one because I'd already put the sentiment down, there weren't enough room, and actually I ended up liking what were down. And same one for this one. I like to do either, you know, well, on Tracy stamps I do a matching twinchy, but when I'm doing other cards I like to do a matching tag or a bookmark. I like matchy. That should be okay. Perfect. Now, when I was messing before, I was dipping straight onto my pad to get the ink. Don't have a problem with that. It was taking a while, whereas now, so that was TE26. Yeah, so whereas now, I'm going to put a little bit of ink on here. I'm going to leave this out because I need to order another one by the looks of it. So I've just put, that's the re-inker, the Nocturne for this. And I do have a brush that I'm using. Where are you? It's a rubbish brush. That's it. And all I'm going to do is just paint it in. I'm not going to go crazy, otherwise I'll be at it for ages and I'll end up pushing myself going off lines. Because I've taped my paper down, I can't move it, so it's awkward as well. I'm not going to bother with stem, because we are going to put some paste down there as well. So just to fill that in like that, it's took away that line. This will cover up the oxides, like there. And it obviously all dries the same colour because it's the re-inker. But always use a rubbish brush and just keep it for that. Give it a clean after, otherwise it'll be no good. And just keep it for that. So it'll cover that straight up. Perfect. And if it does still come through, just let it dry and put another coat on and it won't come through then. This is great for like the bird now. I'm going to stamp the bird in a minute. and it's a great one for colouring that one in, rather than, because sometimes I use these if it's a big space, I'll use them, but with this being quite dainty, and especially the bird being dainty, right, I think that's absolutely fine. I'll do this again when it's proper dry. For now I'll leave it at that, and I am just going to give it a clean. Doesn't clean properly, but if you clean it as much as, it'll be okay for next time. Right, in a minute I might ask you where I've put that brush. It's at the side of me. Right, so next thing I'm going to do is put some paste on. I'll do the sentiment after, unlike what I did earlier. Just get all this ink out of the way. That's terribly yellow. Right. So, I've left the tape on it. I'm going to fasten this down. Now, I literally just want it to come down like a slope. I want it underneath the flowers, all the way down to the corner. So, there is no right or wrong way, but for me, I just put the 28, you can see it's a 28, at the bottom. I just do, I don't know why. I just weird like that. I like to see the 28. So, it's over the tape there. And I want it over the tape there. So I'm going to fasten it there. She says, I better put another piece on. I don't want it moving when I'm actually putting paste on. Now, I was going to do it with crayons, but I've already got a video coming out this week using the crayons, which I filmed a week or two ago. But I know I wanted crushed olive. Originally, I was just going to stencil it on, so you feel free to do that. But then I decided I want some texture. So I'm using crackle paste. I'm going to put some of the crushed olive down here. I'm going to take the crackle paste. I'm using, this is the one I prefer to use. Mine's Art by Marlene. I know everybody likes different ones. I'm going to take some paste. I've got a lot there. Tracy sells the crackle paste. If you want to get some, I absolutely love it. It's my favourite paste. And I'm just going to mix it in. So I've still got my colour, but now I've got some texture with it. It just wipes straight up off my mat. This is a stencil mat actually. Spread that out a bit far, didn't I? So I'm just going to pick it up. And like I say, I want it under the flowers. I'm going to try not to touch the stems, but I'm not bothered if I do. So just bits here, bits there. I try and just do it one way. If you start going up and down and round, you're going to push it under your stencil. But I think I've already pushed it under my stencil there anyway. So that's a great start. Well, it's going to have some there. I definitely don't want it on my flower, which I've already got it on my flower. I'm going to leave it at that. I made far too much up because when I did it before, I did it all the way to the bottom, didn't I? So I'm going to carefully lift that up. Look at that. I want it off the flower. I'll take it off in a minute. And I'm just going to carefully pull that over there. So we don't have a lot of space to play with here, obviously. So I'm going to put it there. It dries very quick. I think I've touched the black on this one anyway. Yeah, I did. So I'm just going to push it to the side a minute, because it's really important that you clean these off. That brush that I want's on the floor. So it comes straight off my spatula perfectly. I always say I think that's why I like it so much. That's it. My spatula's clean. A lot of people like the long spatula things, the plastic ones. Not for me. I'm not saying they're not good. I've used them many, many, many times. But since I found this, I have no issues whatsoever. I love it. Look at my hands. Let me get this off. Do you know, when I was doing live yesterday, I says I've got a banging head. I've still got that banging head. Don't know, I've took some tablets. Took some yesterday, went to bed with it. But it's absolutely bang, bang, banging. Cheers. And I think I told you on one of my other videos that's coming out this weekend and I'm going to get a new one of these and literally keep this one for stuff like this. So if you didn't want to do the paste, not everybody likes paste, and I get that. It wasn't my cup of tea when I first started crafting. And I only did it because you guys asked me, what do you think of texture paste? And I'm like, huh? What's texture paste? Shows how naive I was when I first started crafting. Only been crafting for a year. 2021 I started. Right. So I'm going to wrap that in some fresh baby wipes, and then it will stay damp enough till I go downstairs to clean it properly. There we go, and I'll just leave it like that. That'll be good then till I go down, and nothing will stick to it. Right, let's crack on. Just get a bit of that off me. Get rid of that, and let's move that. Right, here we go. Have we done everything else? I'm going to leave the tape on. I'm going to dry the crackle, force dry it. It dries really quick. Ideally, wait a minute. I did want it off the black, but I may have just left it a bit too long just then. Yeah, that's cracked already. Yeah, it's just going to make a mess if I try and take it off now. But again, I can go over that with some black ink. Yeah, I'm going to say I'm going to end up picking it up. Like I say, the crackle dries super quick. It is very thick there, so it will crackle in a minute. Can you see the crackle? I love it, I do. I would say that's not fully dry yet, that little one, because of that little piece there, but it's okay. Now, don't forget you've gone straight into your card base here. So it's underneath there that you want to dry it. And it'll bend and everything, but just keep pushing it back. And when you finish, because we're not putting any embellishments on it or anything, just run it through your die machine between two pieces of copy paper, and you won't get any, it'll just be flat again, it won't have any curves in it out. So this has got a big piece on it as well, like here's quite chunky, so I'm going to let that crack on its own. Just making sure that's still down, because we're just going to put a little bit of splatter on differently, and then it's done. In fact, where's my tape? I'm going to fasten this shut just with my repositionable tape, and then I'm not having to mess with it. That's fine. That's fine. Right, I'm going to stamp a couple of words. So I want the birthday wishes, and I'm just going to put that up the side here. I didn't want an overcrowded card or anything like that, so this is what we ended up with. Upside down. Now it is the style that isn't straight, or I think I've bent that a little bit, but it's still going on. Nearly, 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 nearly. I want the bird. So I'm going to put the bird on first. I want this little bird here. Now if you remember, I've cut mine in the middle, but you can stamp them back together. Just more often than not, I use it this way. I best take that off, haven't I? Now then, I don't know where to stamp it this time. Let's go. Let's go here. Until the card goes through the die machine, it's going to really annoy me, because it is a bit like that at the moment. But it just go back to normal. It's not a problem. So I'm just using that one bird. Then I'm using the birthday wishes. Make sure it's not on my hands. Perfect. And then from the little Malva, which is TE8, we're going to use Make a Wish. There's all these hidden sentiments in Tracy's stamps that you don't realise are there. And then you're looking for something, you think, ooh, that'd be alright. Which is exactly how I came across this one today, because I was just putting that on. And then I seen this and I thought, yes, perfect. And it's going, my hand's clean, here. Because I just wanted it to be different. And that's different. Should we put Make a Wish on this one? I haven't put the birdie on it. No. I don't know if I've got Eden coming today. I haven't heard anything yet. But they're back from their holiday. Just doing the birdie again. I'm going to stand it in the flower. With his tail off the end, it looks of it. Put it there? No. Oh, I don't know. Oops, it's going here because I've already touched it. Touched the card and I didn't mean to. That's fine. Absolutely fine. Now, because that's a trincher, I may actually go around with that with some orange or brown around the sides after, but I'm not doing it until I know that that's fully dry. Just with the, this is Indian ink pencil, I'm just going to put a tiny bit here. I don't know if I'm going to activate it or not, just so that is, because it'll activate the orange, but I'm definitely going to put some here. Don't know what it's going to look like, but I'm guessing we're going to find out soon. I'm alright with that. Hey, I'm thinking we'd finished and we're no. Well, I mean, we are near, but we're not finished. I love using this up against crackle paste. Don't really know what to do out there, but let's leave it at that. Then we're not activating the orange. So last bit. Some paste is wet because it just touched me. Where's that brush? It's on the floor, isn't it? I'm just going to dip into this paint a minute before it dries up. And I'm going to cover our bird. Gone out at lines. Oh, it'll be okay once we start putting the... Oh, it's going to bug me now, you see. That'll do. And then I'll just do it on this little birdie. Gosh, my head went out of lines then as well, but it looks okay. And then just over that little bit again. Can you even see me do it? Yeah, you can. And I'll just keep going over that until it stays covered. That's good. And I may at some point, I'm not doing it now, but I may at some point even highlight the black ones. I'm just going to cover that paste in. Perfect. So don't worry if you do go over it with paste. I did it here as well, didn't I? I'm not going to do it off the stem. It's just there. There you go. And then I've got my full flower back then. And it dries the same colour, like I say, it's the same ink. Right, so your last bit. Get rid of that now. I'm going to take a piece of paper. And I'm just going to sit it over the flowers. And now then, you see, I did it with peeled paint, but I'm thinking to do it with the yellow to see what it's like. I did peeled paint and white, but I'm going to try the mustard seed because that's what we put in it. If it don't work, I'll just add some green to it. It's not a problem. Let's just see what it looks like. Do you know what? I think that's going to look a lot better. Or it's going to stand out more, should I say. I was even going to put some black in, but I changed my mind. Oh, I'm really happy with that. Stop, Heidi. You know you're going to go too far. White, I'm just going to... Where's my... Here. This is my empty one. Still going strong. It's crazy that, isn't it? So I'm just taking some white and I'm putting that in as well because I liked it. And actually, because the other one's still wet, you'll see it blending with it anyway. Not all the time, not all of it. That's it. I want some bigger splodges. Look at it going all over. Right, that's it. Let me lift that out of the way. We'll come back to that in a minute. I'm going to do the same thing here. Oh, I've just put white paint all over me. Water bottle. Put that down. It's a great way to splatter, isn't it? You feel more in control. Even though it's still going where it wants, you do feel more in control. And this is only a little area we're doing, so I want it there and that little bit there, and it's not. Oh gosh, it'll do. It's not often I get these out, so it's quite nice. A little bit of white. At least some, please. There you go. And that'll do nicely. Still going. Do you know, once upon a time, I'd have been that person that'll, I'll throw that in bin, it's finished with, it's done. Look how long I've been going over a month with it like that. Right. Let me, I'll tell you what, I'll take these off while. Now I'm hoping that this was a good idea, taking the bottom as well. Oh yeah, and I think a squiggly line up the sides now will be perfect. It's a different French, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not going to blend around it now, I don't think. We'll see. Right, let me take this one off. This one first. Oh, I love it. Right, 1 second while I get rid of this, because no doubt I'll make a mess with it. Felt like I'm wrapping fish and chips up then. Right, it is done. I think them colours are gorgeous. They're still absolutely wet through, so that's something to be mindful of. Still wet through. But I'm definitely going to draw a line. Shall I do it now? What time have we got? 39. I want number... Let's have a look. That's number 10. I'm going to say that's thick. Yeah, that's too thick. Let's go with... That's brown. No, I'm not using brown. Oh, one's going to be too thin. Oh, 5 in this one. Let's have a look. Here goes nothing. Do I touch it? I can't touch it because I'll make a mess of the wet paint. And I'm thinking just to go down just them two sides. Yeah. I don't know what I think of it. Yikes. I don't know what I think of it, so I don't know what to do, whether to put it on the other one or not. But I do love the actual card itself. I might even do it with a ruler. Oh, that would look better if it actually came off the end. Oh, that looks better already. I don't know, I might do it with a ruler yet. Don't do it with a ruler in case it smudges. Have a look. Would it smudge? Well, if I did it there. Oh, look. Yikes. Told you, didn't I? Right, I'm going to quit. And I am going to get that off there. Knew it. Knew it, knew it, knew it. Now I'm just spreading it. Right, I'm going to go, guys. Might have to put a gem on bottom. I'll get it gone. I'll let it dry and then I'll take it up with rubber. But as for a line, I don't know yet, guys. I'll have a decision when it's finished. I really like what's there. I'll take a photo and see what I think of it myself. Right, I'm going to go, guys. I'm going to dry that off and get that up. I love you. Catch you soon. Don't forget to watch Tracy's video on Friday morning. You want to see it. Bye.